G'day guys, it's your Pogo Nico here, and in today's video I'll be ranking, using Tier Maker, the Big Freeze Fight MND beanies. For those who don't know, Fight MND was established in 2014 to help find a cure for motor neuron disease, okay? This was advocated by Neil Danaher and a bunch of other people, okay? To help and find and destroy the beast, okay? Which is MND, motor neuron disease, okay? And every year, on the Queen's birthday clash between Melbourne and Collingwood, they advocate this campaign by celebrities going down a big slide before the game, okay? And every year they put out a new beanie like this one. This is the Big Freeze 7 beanie. We've also got the Big Freeze 5 and 6 beanie. So yeah, I'll be ranking all the beanies from Big Freeze 1 in 2015 right up to Big Freeze 7 present day, okay? Anyway guys, hope you enjoyed the video. See ya.
Here we go. Here are the tier list rankings. So we got elite, solid, good, okay, and it's not for me. Here we go. We got our 7 beanies. They're not exactly in correct order chronologically, but I'm gonna go in chronological order, okay? So I'm gonna go in chronological order. So we got the first one. We got the first ever beanie, Big Freeze 1 beanie, which was in 2015. And I'm going to rank that as you can see. I've put that in the It's Not For Me category, and I know this is the first beanie, so I don't want to heavily judge this, and Fight M&D were just trying this out, okay, for the first time, so I didn't really know what design they wanted to do. But if we're just going on purely based on future beanies, this is the worst one because it has very little design to it. It has no layers to it at all, and it only has one primary color, which is blue. Okay, there's no other colors or different shades of colors compared to future beanies. Okay, it doesn't even have a Big Freeze logo on it. It just says Cure for MND Foundation. Okay, it doesn't really resemble a Big Freeze beanie logo or anything like that, okay? It doesn't even have a pom-pom on it. And if you know me, I love a beanie with a pom-pom on it because it makes it cooler and more magical, in my opinion, okay? If this doesn't have writing relating to M&D Foundation, you would have been fooled into thinking it's just your run-of-the-mill generic beanie, okay? So that's why I have to put the Big Freeze 1 beanie, and it's not for me, okay? But you know, it was the first one, so I can't be too harsh, but this is what I personally think, okay? Now, the second one, Big Freeze 2 beanie. I'm gonna put it in the okay section, okay? Now, this is almost the exact same as the first one, okay? But the reason this is improvement from the first one, even though it's not by much, and it goes in the okay section, is that it has the actual Big Freeze 2 logo on it, okay? Which means it has an identity of a Big Freeze beanie, okay? Because the first one didn't, but this one does, okay? And that's the only reason why it goes in the okay section, is because it has an identity to it of a Big Freeze beanie, okay? And to help cure for M&D Foundation, okay? But apart from that, it's still an underwhelming Big Freeze beanie compared to future ones for the reasons I said about the first one, okay? But at least it has some identity. Now, the third one steps up in a big way. I'm going to put the third one, Big Freeze 3 in 2017, in the good section. The reason why I put it in the good section is because it actually has proper layers to it and different variations of colors, and it has a pom-pom. It's got the little Big Freeze 3 thing at the tag, which is nice, just to let you know what Big Freeze this is, what edition of it is. And I like it's got the Fight M&D, it's got like snowflakes as well. It's got light blue around, I guess, the front part of it, okay, with the thing you folded, I think, the part of it where you fold the beanie possibly. And it's got dark blue up the top, and then it's got the big Fight M&D writing towards the top of the beanie, which I like, okay? This one isn't as good as the future ones, but it's a massive step up because it actually has a nice design and layers to it, okay, and different variations of colors, okay, and it doesn't look like your generic beanie, okay. It's unique, okay, it has some uniqueness to it, this beanie, okay. So yeah, I put it in the good section, okay. It's not amazing though compared to future ones. Big Freeze 4, in 2018, I'm gonna put this also. I'm also going to put that in the good section, okay? Now, the reason why I put this in the same one as Big Freeze 3, because it's very similar, okay? But I think I'm putting it in the same section is because it's just got some things that I like about Big Freeze 3 as well, okay? Okay, it's got the little sticker thing instead of an actual square sticker at the front of the logo, of the Big Freeze logo. It's a circle, which is nice. It's got some different variations of layers at the front of the beanie, okay? It's got the writing, of course, which looks nice and stands out in a good way. It's got grey instead of just blue, okay, which is nice, okay. It's got lines of light blue, and but the primary color, like pretty much every beanie, is dark blue, okay. And of course, it's got the pom pom in it. So yeah, I think it's a very good beanie, a very good beanie. But I think the next three are the best 3 beanies we've had. And it's weird because these are the last 3 ones, which means the designs are gradually getting better. Now, Big Freeze 5. In my opinion, this is the best one. So I'm putting it in the elite section. I'm putting this in the elite section because this is probably the best design, okay? Because it's got the most creativeness to it, I guess. It's got the Fight MND thing, and it's got the MND covered in yellow to obviously stop and find a cure for MND, of course, motor neuron disease. Okay, it's got the big writing of Big Freeze 5 on it, okay, at the front, which stands out. And it's got different variations of layers and colors and shapes. It's got the snowflakes, and it got the grey, and then you got little blue patches towards the top near the pom pom. Okay, I really like it, okay? This was the first beanie I actually got, and I couldn't stop wearing it for so long because it was just so good to wear. It was comfortable, and the design looked nice, okay? Okay, it was just very colourful, okay? And it's almost in your face, which is a good thing for these things, okay? Because you want to... Fight MND wants you to buy these things so it can help Neil Danaher and the Fight MND Foundation help try and find a cure for it. So they want to buy this, okay? And helps donations, okay? And it stands out in a great way. Now, Big Freeze 6. I'm going to put this in the solid... Wait just a sec. Putting it in the solid section. I'm putting it in the solid section because it's a bit more stripped back compared to the 5th one, the previous one. It's not as in your face, okay? But I still really like it, okay? It's not as big compared to the 5th one. And it does have the Big Freeze logo, little tag thing on it like the other ones did, okay? It's got Fight MND and nice, good font and big writing, okay? It's got different layers, got different lines, okay? It's mostly blue, this one, but it's got different variations of blue, okay? It's got the dark blue bit at the front, and you got a darkish light blue then, and the Fight MND section's a bit more brighter, okay? This one's a bit more stripped back compared to the 5th one, okay? Doesn't have as many drawings, okay? It's a bit more basic, but I still really like it though, because it's not boring or generic compared to the first 2 ones, okay? It's kind of like the 3rd and 4th one, but I rank it higher than the 3rd and 4th ones. I don't know, it's just because I wear it. It's probably a bit of recency bias here because it's more recent and I actually wore it, so that's probably why I put it in the solid section, okay? But you can tell me in the comments if 3 and 4 are better than 6, okay? Okay, number 7. I'm gonna put 7 also in the solid section, okay? The reason why I'm putting 7 with 6, it's because they're very, very similar, okay? Oh, just a sec, there we go. 7, yeah. Instead of a logo, it has the actual just initials BF7 on it, the text, which I don't mind. It just changes it up, makes a difference, okay? Has a little Fight MND tag here, which is also nice. Okay, instead of just color, at the bottom where it usually is for the thing where the bottom of the beanie has actual snowflakes, okay, which is nice, okay, it's different, and it's grey at the front, which is different because every year it's either been some variation of blue, okay, so that's nice, it changes up a bit, okay, and that's at the back, but at the front it says play on, which is nice, a different message, okay, which I really like, it changes up a bit. So obviously got the pom-poms, got different variations of colours and layers like the previous couple had, and I really like this beanie, okay? I've been wearing it recently, I pretty much wear it every day. I've worn it to school most of the time, so it's really, really nice and really comfortable to wear, okay? Very similar to the last one, okay? It's a bit more basic compared to the fifth one. Okay, so that's it. That's ranked all the beanies. I probably will do this video in a few years. So I've got the Big Freeze 1 beanie in It's Not For Me, Big Freeze 2 in okay, average, Big Freeze 3 and 4 in the good section, Big Freeze 6 and 7 beanies in the solid section, and the Big Freeze 5 beanie, which in my opinion is the best, is in the elite section. So yeah, anyway guys, hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, these are my rankings of the Big Freeze beanie. I'll put the link in the description, so maybe you go of this tier maker, because I did make it myself, of what would you rank the beanies, okay? The 7 beanies that we've currently got. I'll probably do this video in a few years' time, you know, when there's like another 3 or 4 other beanies coming up, so I can rank more of them, okay? And I might change my mind on some of these, okay? In the future, you never know, okay? Also, I'll put the links in the description for Fight M&D if you want to donate any money, okay? I donated $20 like a couple of weeks ago. I'll probably donate a bit more money like in the next few days, okay? So yeah, if you want to donate money to the Fight M&D, link is in the description. And if you want to see the teammate, if you want to use the tier maker to rank the beanies, that's all.